Good afternoon, everyone. This is Arti Tuteja here. Today, I'm going to talk about anxiety and what anxiety does for us. Anxiety has become a big issue in our society, probably or mostly in the cities that this has become a big problem for people. For whatever reasons, whether it has to do with our expectations from our life, or whether it's something that because we want to do too many things at the same time, or is it just because of the ever changing scenarios in our life, in this world. Our world is in constant mode of changing. But apart from that, it's an emotion. It's a kind of a feeling that we get based on our environment, based on what we go through in our life. So we cannot control what is outside us, but we can definitely control what is inside us, which is, to begin with, to understand what anxiety is. Is it because of we have lack of life skill? And it's mainly that's the reason. We are never born with those emotions. We learn to be that way. So let's understand what anxiety is. Anxiety is a fear of unknown. When we tend to think constantly about the future, worry about the future, and think that something bad will happen, something will go wrong in various aspects of our life, that means it's a feeling of anxiety. So anxiety is basically being in present, but totally constantly thinking about something bad will happen in the future. Now, there could be variety of situations that people will be anxious. It could be health, it could be job, or it could be health of a family member, or a family, or the future, or finance. It could be business, or it could be something totally out of control. What will happen to the economy, what will happen to this one. And sometimes there is not even a reason to say that I'm anxious about this, and it can happen. Now, how it has developed is a topic of long discussions. But overall, what we are talking about is that whenever we have lack of life skills in terms of how to understand our emotions and how to manage it and how to respond to the situations in our life, that generally creates this kind of anxiety, because it also gives us a feeling that we are not in control of our situation, and we can never be in control of the situation, to state a fact about it. So what is it that we can do about it? How we can really understand this, and what we can do about it? Now, overall, we are in control of only two things in our life, which is how we feel about something and how we react. Now, what happens when somebody is going through anxiety is that it has a cascading effect on the other aspects of a life. Like, somebody who is going through anxiety will have a constant need of controlling people or situation. Now, this itself can create more conflict in life, because people or situation cannot be in our control. We can only control how we feel and how we react. And it can create more frustration, adding into more anxiety. It can create more anger. And this has a effect on every aspect of life, be it health, relationship, how you talk to yourself, and general being of calm and happiness. It can just disrupt all of that when you do not attend to anxiety over a period of time. Now, how do you recognize whether you are anxious or not, or whether it's something that is just periodical anxiety, or is it time bound, that because of certain situation you are feeling that way, but once those situations are over, in say a couple of weeks or months time, you're back to being normal? So is it something, a phase that you're going through, or is it a chronic anxiety that you're going through? Now, when you are going through anxiety, there are few things that you may experience. Is like, constant thinking about something that you're worried of, or preoccupation, being lost in your thought without being aware of what's happening around you, or being totally exhausted and not being calm at all, or being sleepless. You get up, you can't sleep, or you fall into sleep and then get up again, or short of breath, or heart palpitation, or having a dry mouth. So these are the few ways in which you can understand whether you are going through any anxiety or not. Now, this is all about how to understand and recognize whether you are anxious or not. Now, I'm going to tell you 3 different ways to manage it. And if you can't manage with these 3 ways your anxiety, I think I would suggest that it's better to take help rather than just hanging on to it, because as I said, it can have a long lasting impact on various aspects of your life. So here are 3 things that you can do to manage your anxiety. The first thing you can do is that whenever you recognize that this is what you're going through. Awareness is the first step to do something about it. So when you start feeling all those things that I just mentioned about, that when you are going through all those symptoms of anxiety, just kind of get up from where you are, whether you're sitting or sleeping. Get up and move. Even just moving your hands like this and talking some few affirmation, few good statement that I'm happy, will help you. Just move yourself. This is called embodied cognition. It generally helps to alleviate you from that negative state of mind. The other thing you can do is go and take a walk in an open area. Don't be inside a house or an office or anywhere that you're feeling anxious or thinking about something in future. Just move, take a walk. Walking will help you release some dopamine in your body, and it can elevate your mood and feel good about it. The third thing you can do is that maybe take a bottle, maybe a water bottle or a cup or something, and move from one hand to the other and back and forth. When you do that back and forth, tell some good positive words or sentences, and it will help you elevate some anxiety that you are going through. But mind you, if these things doesn't help you at this point of time, it is better to take help rather than wait till it's too late, and when it starts affecting so many other aspects of your life. So this is what I have to say about anxiety. So become anxiety free. You can learn to be calm, you can learn to be peaceful, and it's in your hand to do that. So go for it, and I wish you amazing evening today. Bye bye.